doing? What's going on? Oh my God. Did you guys hear the latest and the greatest? They are saying that Lulu was crying, honey. Did you know she was crying? This whole time, I did not know that she was crying. Yes, Lulu was crying after the cabin. After the cabin, there are witnesses that saw Lulu after that cabin, and they said she was breaking down crying. And they asked her, "Are you okay?" And this was right after they fought. Lulu and Tyrone was fighting up in that cabin. And I say, why were they fighting in that cabin? They said they was fighting in that cabin over an alleged cheating rumors. Somebody was cheating on somebody. Somebody was texting on somebody. They are saying, according to Gabe, honey, I heard Gabe on that thing, on that call, that Tyrone either I'm still confused. Exactly what he told me. What did he say, y'all? Did he say that Tyrone unblocked the girlfriend or was texting the ex-girlfriend? He was having some type of contact with a ex-girlfriend, which is cheating. Cheating can come in all shapes and forms. You don't got to kiss to be cheating. Hell, some people say if you like other people pictures, that's a form of cheating. So clearly Lulu felt it was a form of cheating. That's why her ass went off. She didn't go off for no reason. She was heartbroken. She's like, listen, we go here. You got this romantic shit posted up for me, and your ass out here texting your ex-girlfriend. What's that about? Honey, they said after she got out there and they had the wham wham, thank you, ma'am, she was crying. I got the video right here. Thanks for nothing but the truth, because she don't bring nothing but the damn truth. Do you hear what I'm saying? Yeah, she talks. Oh, hell. Yeah, she talks about it and nothing but the truth. I got to let you know something, girl. You got that photo of Lulu. I had to cover that thing up. Okay. I can't have that. It was showing too much, honey. You know, I got Christians listening to me and looking at me, you know. So just to let you know, but shout out to her. I do have the link up here if you guys want to come up here and take a talk. And I will let you guys know, because I had some issues with a host yesterday on my live. I am going to stop and motherfucking go. This is my shit. This is how I run it. If I got something to say, I'm going to say it. And I want to let you guys know how I feel about it. And I would think if you are my supporters, you want to hear what I got to say. You come here to hear what I got to say. God damn it, Gigi Medici, bitch. Let's not forget it. Okay. Okay. You said you wanted me to stop being lazy. You said stop hiding behind co-hosts and panels and do the motherfucking work. Well, bitch, this is me doing the work and showing up. All right? So thank you. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Gigi Medici. Okay. Let's have a good time tonight. Hit that goddamn link. Okay. Oh, cousin Christians. You know it, honey. You know it. Those are the best kind, ain't it? I can cook a biscuit. Okay. All right. So let's hear some stuff. I am gonna stop and go. And I am gonna repeat and say, did you hear that? Did you hear what they just said? Girl, that took me out. Did you hear what they just said, y'all? That's me. That's me. That's how I do it. Okay. But I try my best to add more commentary to it. Since they say I don't do shit but repeat what they just said, I'm gonna make sure I add my 2 cents. Okay, let's go.
I love this girl to death. She has a problem, a mental issue to where she.
Damn, I didn't know his stutter that bad. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I did not know Tyrone Sr. stuttered that damn bad. I guess he was nervous, honey. Well, I don't hear him talk much at all anyway. I heard him talk at that funeral and he did a pretty good job. But right here, I'm like, damn, is my internet stuck? What the fuck? But no, he had to get it out. He said she got a mental issue. And, you know, I've heard that she got a mental issue. You know, a few people said that she's really crazy. I mean, she's mentally on that shit, y'all. And shout out for donating 99 cents for a sticker. I appreciate that. I'll put on my forehead later, okay? All right. So, yeah, did y'all know she was mentally upstairs, crazy in the midbrain? Now, why would you get with a woman that's crazy in the midbrain? I understand that y'all love disabled people, but honey, she was disabled in more ways than one. It was that motherfucking foot and that motherfucking damn. And I guess you'll think if a bitch is disabled in the leg, she can't do shit, you're a motherfucking cripple. You're a damn lie. You're a damn lie. I'm surprised she ain't get that motherfucking cast and knock his ass out, because that shit would hurt. But he said that she's mentally upstairs, unstable. So she'll snap and she'll spaz out. I couldn't deal with nobody like that, I tell you. And this is me adding to the commentary, giving my opinion. I could not be with somebody that was unstable mentally. Shout out to y'all that can do it. But nah, next 10 minutes you snapping. And then I heard that she had multiple personality disorder. And you know what? I do characters, but bitch, I'm stable and I'm sane and I got my peace of mind. I do my shit on purpose for entertainment, not just because I got 5 people living inside me. Okay, don't get it confused with me being a fucking transgender. Okay, yeah. Ooh, did y'all know that about her? I heard it, but I didn't believe it. Honestly, I was like, they just being over exaggerating. But after I hear Tyrone father actually say it, and this time I do believe that she probably do got some mental issues, and she snapped on that ass. Press 5 if y'all feel like she really got some mental issues. Press 9 if y'all think they over exaggerating the stuff. Oh, I tell you. Donate $10. GG. Get you a big fat juicy burger, girl. Oh my God, you love me for real, China. Shit. And I would love to have a big fat juicy burger, but I'm on that shit. I'm taking them shots, right? Girl, I had me some pizza last night. I regretted that shit. I was on the throne all night long. My ass just kept me on a fish bowl, on a toilet bowl. Okay. It was like I was glued. Okay. Damn. Oh, so sometimes I'm afraid to eat now. Ain't that a shame? I can't even enjoy a fat juicy burger without being scared. I'm scared to eat shit now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's get the lights up. Y'all can do a little bit better, okay? Y'all see I'm working here, working my ass off. GG, you are not a transgender. It don't matter if I'm a transgender or not, okay? I got a man in me and it's gonna come out in a minute. So let me keep going with my narrative. I'm a transgender, okay? I'm trying to get some motherfucking more views. Didn't they say the LG what you know what? I don't know, honey, because since Trump got in office and I know he about to eradicate them LGBT motherfuckers, soon as he does, I'm not gonna be trans anymore. I'm just gonna be regular. I'm just letting y'all know that anybody can change. Shit, anybody can change. But ah, thank you, Paris. Paris really loved me. She gave me $2, girl. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm sure going to the dollar store. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay. So yeah, honey, she's mentally unstable. And I know she's going crazy over my ass. And I wonder too, if she's mentally unstable, do y'all think her twin brother, is that her twin brother? Is that her? That's her motherfucking twin brother, right? Press 4 if that's her twin brother. I haven't talked about that nigga in so long. I forgot if that's the twin brother or not. Is that her twin brother, right? Do y'all think, okay, if she's mentally unstable, he mentally unstable too, right? Do y'all think he is or what? Because he did kind of look kind of slow. Well, that would explain, why he kind of look off sometime. That would explain why he was looking off sometime, honey. But yeah, that's a big thing. So I guess if she does go down to murder, she can say, she was off her meds. I did hear she was off her medication. And I hope Lulu don't watch me off them fucking meds. Shit. Next thing you know, Lulu gonna be knocking on my motherfucking door. Okay. She gonna be like, bitch, you said you wanted to see the real me. Come on now, ho. Come on, I'm tired of you talking about me and my brother, bitch. Okay. Ooh, Lulu. Honey, I come out with my camera. Like, listen, y'all, Lulu's live. The Davison family, Natasha, hurry up and come get her. Ooh. I had to talk to her ass through the goddamn camera. I said, listen, Natasha on her way to beat your ass. You better go. Shit. Ooh, that get her ass gone. Yeah, I think she's scared of Natasha, honey. Okay, that's why her ass so on mute. But anyway, that's some good information, honey. She's mentally unstable. Let's go.
In Orlando a couple of years ago, she spazzed out. She ended up attacking the front desk clerk at a hotel.
Oh my God, she spazzed out. She got a history of spazzing out. I would never know that looking at the videos. Shit. If Tyrone wanted to go viral, he should have recorded her spashing the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But Lulu said to the Davison family, you know Tyrone would have never wanted y'all to get on live and do all this shit because I guess he was protective of her and he didn't want the world to know how crazy she was. And he probably felt sympathy for her. But then if he feels sympathy for her, then why was he cheating? Why was he texting an ex-girlfriend? You know her crazy ass gonna go off. That's gonna set a bitch off. Ooh, she up in here during the Christmas holidays, about to get married in 3 months, girl, right? About to get married in 3 months. She thinking everything perfect. She thinking she got the man of her life. Honey, she came across some goddamn messages or something with the ex-girlfriend. Ooh. She was DMX. Y'all about to make me lose my mind up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me act a fool up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. What? Meet me outside. Okay, honey, that's exactly what Lulu did up in that goddamn cabinet. She tore that shit up. They said that she's snapping. Hell no. Get them likes up, y'all. Let's not come here to play. And somebody said, why don't you show your pretty face? No, because what you gonna do? I can look like Holly motherfucking Berry. You still look like a man. You still a man. I don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna stay a man and I'm gonna keep my privacy hidden, honey. Okay? Clock that T. I'm smart. And then Trump administration coming out, y'all gonna have my transgender face ass all on a milk carton. There go one. Let's not forget about that one. I know my time is coming up when it comes to this LGBT shit in America. Shit, we all see it. We all sense it. Shit, all the minority groups about to have their motherfucking day. So, honey, I'm being prepared. I'm being smart about it. I'm not trying to be out here, everybody in my motherfucking face, and I like my privacy. When I go out with my man, which y'all gonna take pictures, hey, you know she's a motherfucking man. Hey, did y'all know he's gay? I'm not dealing with that shit that y'all do. And granted, maybe I won't have to deal with it, but I would never know because I'm not gonna put myself in those situations. You understand? And I talk too much motherfucking shit. Okay? Nah, I like how I like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't got shit to prove to nobody. I'm a bad motherfucker. I don't got shit to prove to none of your mother. You know what I mean? I'm not here for all that. I'm here to run my mouth. I want you to hear my mouth. I want you to get to know me through my mouth, not my looks. All right? Shit. I say that for the niggas. Hell. Okay, a shout out to the women and the gays, but I really don't want y'all all in my tea like that. I want that for the niggas. I don't have a nigga audience. I got women and gay men audience. So, honey, we can fellowship and talk. Y'all don't need to be looking at my curves in my face. No, I'm not like that, honey. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. But let's keep on going.
Scissors because.
What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Let's talk about it now.
Come on, let's talk about it. This is our girl, None But The Truth, honey. Y'all got to go subscribe to her video, and she does stop and do too. But None But The Truth. That's how I get all these videos. None But The Truth.
I'm going to continue to drop these BCW footage for the people who never seen it. These are the footage of the Davis family speaking to the police regarding Tyrone Davis and regarding the cabin incident. Now, yeah.
Oh, I cannot stand that outfit she got on. It's just too much. Let me take this off because I can't stand looking at that outfit. It's just too much for me.
Family members, they did tell the police officer that Lulu do got a history of violent behavior. And the daddy also stated that he witnessed Lulu say out her own mouth that she was going to up herself and up Tyrone. Up is unalive.
Yeah, go to heaven. And I told y'all that. So I told y'all that she said, I'm going to go to heaven and make you watch me. So this relationship was so toxic. The fairy tale that they were showing to the world is false. It was a lie. They only show, I guess, a fantasy of what they wish they had. But behind the scenes, as it all unfolded, this girl was mentally unstable upstairs. She's very violent, and they have a very dark past. Okay? So what y'all saw is not what it is.
The family also spoke on the situation that happened in Orlando where Lulu was about to attack somebody with a pair of scissors. So Lulu got a behavior issue and she got a past of being very aggressive using weapons. Now, if you don't believe me, and if that was a lie, the family told it. But y'all...
Ooh, honey. And don't y'all ever come up here saying I'm pushing a false narrative, because everything I push is coming from one source. And I got this shit from Nothing But the Truth. And she said she got this shit from the Davidson family. So it all stems back to the Davidson family, the stories that they push out that other people take, digest, and critique. Okay? Okay, let's get that clear. So don't blame me for shit. Blame the source. Cut the source. Don't leave me alone. Shit. I'm just doing my job. Now let's get the likes up, y'all. We ain't come to play today.
I already know I gotta let y'all listen for y'all self. So I'm gonna drop these clips and y'all tell me what y'all think.
Dr. Whitaker.
This is
All right, so now I can bring the clip back up. I don't like looking at Lulu like that. It's just too revealing. It's disrespectful. I'm offended, honestly. I'm offended. I'm sorry, y'all, but some of y'all out here, some of y'all women out here, y'all be in public showing y'all ass cheeks. I'm so offended. I don't want to see all that. And some of y'all men out here, y'all out here showing y'all underwear. I don't want to see all that. That's offensive. You know what I mean? Dress decent. Dress appropriate outside. You know?
Father Tyrone Davis, my sister.
Okay.
This is Donald, the project manager. He was just waiting for you.
Okay.
So,
How's it going?
I'm Donald Payne.
Sergeant Whitaker.
Sir Tyrone Davis.
Sergeant Whitaker.
Donald. Is that the gay dude from yesterday, y'all? His name Donald? I didn't know his name Donald. Press 1 if that's the gay dude from yesterday. Huh? Is that the gay one from yesterday?
Father, I guess we can all come.
Okay.
Yeah, look how he walking. Ooh, can't you tell them how they walk, honey? Oh, honey, you can tell that walk. Ain't nothing wrong with it, though. Walk, 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 honey. Living your truth.
So he has the update on everything, like you know. Okay.
I mean, I know that.
Somebody gonna say that's your people, GG. You know what? Ain't that some shit? Damn. I don't know how I feel about that. But I guess by default, you know, at least he's an owner. You know, he's an owner. So, yeah, them my motherfucking people. And that's why I can talk shit about them then, right? Don't that give me a pass? Don't that give me a pass? Hell, that give me a pass. Honey, I got a license to talk hella shit, right?
He's in the hospital.
Okay.
As far as you know, what all took place and everything else, and
Okay. So on Saturday the 27th, they were scheduled to depart at 3 p.m.
okay.
So they had a little later checkout. Normal checkout is at 11 a.m. And so at 1:40, we had two guests that they were walking and they heard, the two, arguing back and forth. They text us at 1:40.
Put some names on it. They heard Lulu and Tyrone arguing back and forth, and that's coming from people that was walking around in that big ass forest. They were so loud, you know? They were so loud. I've never seen Lulu get loud before. Have y'all? I want to see that. Well, maybe I should stop saying I want to see that loud sound. That I want to see her get loud on the internet. I don't want to see her in person. I don't ever want to meet her. I hope I don't ever run into her. I hope she's not a stalker and she's snapping, trying to hunt my ass down. Ooh, wouldn't that be some shit, girl? She trying to track my ass down on this internet. Man, that's another motherfucking case. Oh shit. I know one thing. If she take my ass up out here, y'all better take that bitch in jail. Hell. It ain't no damn accident.
That yeah, they texted us at 1:40 and said, hey, there's a domestic situation that's happening at cabin Lawrence, which is cabin number 20. Right when I got notified, I went to the cabin, and as I was walking to the door, the female guest walked out. You can tell she had been crying. I asked if everything was okay.
I told you. You see that? It matches with my title. She was crying. So she was in there with Tyrone arguing, fighting, and crying because she was heartbreak because I guess he was talking to the ex-girlfriend. Now, who is this ex-girlfriend? Y'all need to find out who that ex-girlfriend. She knows a lot more. We need to find out what she know.
And if she needed assistance, she said that everything was okay, that she didn't need anything. And I just said, if you need anything, please let us know. At that time, like she started like loading things into the vehicle. I then parked at a cabin across from them just to kind of monitor for, it was probably like 10 minutes. She was loading up. I never saw the mail come out at all. I did another guest assistance with the delivery and came back.
He never saw Tyrone come out, and you know he be checking for men. So you know he telling the truth. You know his ass telling the truth. He can spot a man a mile away. He can spot a man, honey. He telling the truth. He ain't see Tyrone.
And they had the vehicle had departed. I did speak with the two guests who reported it, and they just said that it was they could hear both male and female at the time arguing, and she walked out of the cabin, started loading up things, and they could hear the male voice asking her to come back into the cabin.
So Tyrone was asking her, can you please, how did he ask her? Please come back. Was he begging? Please come back to the cabin, please. So it sounds like she was upset. She was over it. Sounds like she was heartbroken. And he was just trying to get her to forgive him. That's what it sounds like. Because he wasn't over it. He was trying to get her to come back, and she was over it. So she was hurt. She was hurt. Whatever it was, she was hurt by this.
And she said that she wasn't going to stay. And this ended up being like a 30-minute like window when they finally get their full walk. So from when they reported it at 1:40, all the way up until that, I guess like 30-minute period, obviously 30-minute period. And then after that, they had departed. So I would say they departed probably around 2:10, 2:15 from like the property. But we didn't see, I could say like our team, we didn't see the mail at all. Like we the cabin, just still start doing all the loading.
Okay.
And she knows.
Just make note, she has a boot on. She's had surgery, so normally he's the one driving and doing most of the movement and everything.
Yeah.
Because she had surgery just a couple of weeks ago. So she has a boot on her leg. Yeah, she actually gets around with a wheeler. She can move without it, but she gets around. So the fact that she was driving and doing most of the loading leads us to believe, yeah. And
Yeah, for sure.
she's basically saying, they argued, he got out, and she.
Well, she was that mad. You know, when you that mad, when you find out the man of your dreams that you about to marry and cheated on you and betrayed you, hell, she said, fuck this leg, nigga. I'm gonna make it. She had to get on out of there. She was disgusted by Tyrone at this point. There's nothing that Tyrone could have did at that point that would have made her stay. You know, she was out of there, out of there, out of there, out of there. I wish that he would allow her just to go. Let her go and cool off, you know, so she won't take it out on you, you know. But it sounded like I don't know, he tried to woo her ass back and say, well, you know, I can feed your ass some pizza. And I guess she couldn't say no to no food. You know what I'm saying? Shit. She couldn't say no to no food, dog. And I guess she thought about that shit and she just snapped, I guess. I don't know.
Know what happened, but yet and still somebody finds him on the side of the road. She's nowhere to be found, and he has blunt force trauma to the back of his head. And the hospital said, she said, well, he may have tripped and fell. And the hospital saying the lacerations that they're seeing, the injuries, aren't conducive to a trip and fall. Like, it's more extensive. And so we're trying to piece together, because we come all the way from Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, no doubt.
And like,
That's a long ride.
absolutely. And the fact it happened Saturday, we didn't get a call until yesterday evening.
The hospital called you?
No, somebody else called us.
My baby mother, she called and let us know that she found out and she was rushing up.
Rena, say her name. Rena. His mama. Tyrone mama, Rena. How many baby mamas he got? Shit. I'd be confused. Like, which one is Rena called? Rena Damps.
But the fact is, he's a truck driver. He's been driving tractor trailers over 15 years. She never drives. She has a boot on her leg, an extra wide boot, and she rides around like on a little scooter.
Okay.
And the fact that she's hacking up the stuff, that's suspicious to us. And I can show you on my phone. He did all the decoration. He's active. He's out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where's my phone?
And he ended up at the hospital under an alias.
Under John Doe. She never showed up.
Because they never knew who he was with, what happened. And then finally the detectives, I guess the hospital was trying to piece together, but she popped up. And she says, hey, I'm a fiance. And they're like, well, fiance, are you married? No, we're not married. So they're saying, well, we need the next of kin.
Did she
and that's
come
what
here
prompted
yesterday?
her to call the mother, which was yesterday.
You have a
And
website?
he's been there since
I'm
Saturday.
it will go through me. Yeah. Did she say she came through yesterday?
Yeah, when I talked to her, everyone's at the hospital. I said, where are you? She said, I'm at the cabin getting our belongings. And I'm like, why are you at the cabin getting your belongings? And my son is fighting for his life right now. And she hung up the phone on me. So it could have been a lot.
Decorations he
But
did at
that's
the
what
cabin.
was told to us.
Yeah, okay, so I'll say
This cabin?
Mm-hmm. This is one of the neighbors over there that was in awe of what.
See, wasn't I allowing the video to play, right? Press 2 if I was allowing the video to play. But see, right there, why would you do that? I am her, period. I didn't told you. I didn't gave your ass a warning. I said in the beginning, I am going to stop and go. Press 7 if I said I'm going to stop and go. I said that. I made that very clear. I'm going to stop and go on all my shit. Okay? Now you make me stop. Blame yourself. Tell me I love you. You have, when has the last time you hit my Cash App, girl? I am her, period. I have not seen one Cash App from you. Where's the love, honey? Okay? You know love. Your love language is money. Hell, mine is too. Show the love with the money, honey. But damn, play the video, please. Well, see, you just made me stop. You're the only content creator who talks so much when showing your audience the videos. Well, good, I'm unique and I'm different. That's that part, honey. You'll never find another like me. How about that? Now let's get to it before you interrupt me again.
Going on.
Okay.
And for him not to come out or be seen,
You can pull it
like,
up 3.
on his face, like, yeah.
So I'll just follow. So on yesterday, like the VP for like this property here. So no one came yesterday to pick up any items. So we're fully booked out through the 5th of January. And so like when they departed, someone cleaned that cabin, someone came in that cabin.
So she went somewhere.
Yeah, and no personal belongings were left behind.
Nothing weird inside?
No.
Is there someone staying there right now?
Yes. Yeah, and they departed today at 1 p.m. Oh yeah, he did the cabin up.
And from the time he had been here, you seen him decorating and then
I didn't see him personally decorating,
but the neighbors seen
the neighbors.
Because on the video you can see the young lady who came up and she was on all and wild, from this decoration. But the fact that she's basically, coming from surgery, don't drive, and packing up the stuff. You see the efforts that he went in to decorate this cabin.
Mm-hmm.
That's He do. He did all the cooking.
Where is he now? What county is he in?
I don't know. He's in Gainesville.
Okay, so it's Alachua County. Okay.
Yeah, so like we're just.
And he was found by I-75, like on the interstate or off the.
I'm not sure. It's just with the hospital.
Like we're just getting pieces of information from her, from the hospital, so that's why we called. You know.
Do you have a point of contact for the young ladies to see that they can come back up? The ones that witness
the noise of it. Yes, I have there.
Well, what's your nephew's name?
Tyrone Davis Jr.
Tyrone
Davis.
And what's his middle initial?
L.
Lamar.
And date of birth?
A1690.
A baby.
Yeah.
Never been in trouble. Drove trucks all his life, and like for this here to happen, like this is unheard of. He came up here, you know, to show her a good time, and she came with all types of lies ever since then. And even the hospital, the physician, she told me personally that he fell. And said he must have tripped up over his legs or something. She said she didn't see when he fell or whatever. He got out the car, whatever. And then last night at the hospital, when a family member asked where was his property, she like, I'm not giving y'all his property. She's like, I was told not to give it to you.
You don't know what happened.
Somebody, you don't know what happened.
Jumped out the fucking car. And she blurted that out.
She said, oh, he jumped out the fucking car. I said, well, everybody like, wow, you didn't tell us this.
Mm-hmm.
Why all of a sudden you saying he jumped out of the car? Okay, if he did jump out of the car, why did you leave him? Why is he here on the John Doe?
Your mirror to see he never got up off the ground. If that's the case.
What's her name?
Kiara Davis.
Kiara.
Kiara. Do you know her middle name? And then what was the last name?
Davis as well.
Okay.
But she's not related.
Okay, not married, but
No.
Do you happen to know her date of birth?
She's a Cancer. It's Cancer. July something. Oh my God. Yeah, because her birthday, he posts everything. But I really need y'all to like dig deep and do this here. He has a 13 and 11-year-old son and daughter.
July 23rd.
July 23rd.
You know the year?
What day is the year?
No, I would say between 1992 to 4.
Okay. I might be able to get some information off that. Do you her phone number?
She's from Orlando.
Yeah. What's her number?
Yeah, my dog have my phone dead. One of y'all
what in the world? All y'all got
my phone.
dead phones?
The 22nd.
It's the 22nd. Okay.
That's her birthday?
July 22nd.
Yeah, you got a phone number?
Put July 22nd or the 23rd on it, just to be safe. Anybody got a number?
And then she packing up the stuff.
I know.
I don't understand.
All right, they muted because they giving Lulu number out. We don't want y'all calling her. But
Do you guys all have IDs?
Yes.
All right. So who wants to write a statement?
I could write it. Tyrone,
Okay.
you can write it.
You can write a story
Yeah,
about
she
me.
went to jail before this in Miami. She went for a domestic
Yeah, for
violence
domestic
situation.
too. And she's from the Orlando area. I don't
Okay.
have my ID, but I got my social. That's good enough.
Okay. I don't like running that, but I'll just get your name, date of birth.
Okay, 1572, Tyrone Davis.
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to do like 6 things. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, Shannon, what's your? I already got your phone number. Okay. Is that how you say it, Shannon, or is it
Yes,
Shauna?
Anna with a sh.
Oh, I know what look at it over there. I know what it should.
Do you know if ASO's opened up an investigation?
I'm kind of hearing that they may have, but we tried the number. Somebody gave us a case number. Detective was
Okay. All right. So that.
He loved this girl to death. She has a problem, a mental issue to where she spazzes out. And as a witness, I don't witness her say, I'm going to kill myself and kill.
What? We got to bleep that out. So she's a mental patient. She need to be, why is she on the streets? Don't y'all think she needs to be in a house, a crazy house? Press 2 if her ass need to be in a crazy house if she doing all this. Oh, I don't want to be in no relationship that's so violent, that's so passionate. Oh no. This is some crazy crap right here.
But
and truthfully, there's a history of domestic violence with them.
With them too.
She called a domestic violence charge in Dade County. She was attacking him at the W Hotel. The police came. They saw she was the aggressor. She ended up going to jail. Just in Orlando a couple of years ago, she spazzed out. She ended up attacking the front desk clerk at a hotel with a pair of scissors because she was in a rage and he was trying to get her to calm down. Like she has a history of violence. Yes. Like she had a traumatic accident and she deals with like depression and different with traumas from it. And he's tried to love her through it, clean her wounds, be there for her. And she.
You know what? I knew that bitch was crazy. How she texted him about my baby and all this stuff like that. She sound like she overdoes stuff. Like over lovey-dovey and stuff like that. And that fucking laugh did it too. Whew, the signs were there. She ain't right in the head. She ain't right.
Just has these episodes.
Sure, that's
why we really suspect. I
don't know if you have kids or not, but from a father to another.
Oh yeah,
you guys to do whatever you can.
100%.
Just look into it,
100%. Oh, we are.
Because at the end of the day, like no one deserves this, And up until now, I never thought I'd be placed in this position that I'm in at this time. I'm just on FaceTime with my son, absorbing, his energy and his happiness. And then the next moment, I get a call, and I'm sitting up in the emergency room in the ICU holding his hand, begging him to wake up.
Did anybody talk to him Saturday?
I didn't talk to him. His son talked to him.
When the son found, when they found
it was
before 5, like around 4 and some change, like 4 seconds some change. His son
call Elijah. Tell him screenshot and send it to you.
No, his son texted him like, "I see you enjoy yourself. Da, da, da." He was like, "Thank you, sir. Da, 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 I love you. Text me, I'm here."
But he didn't.
That's what your son texted his son?
That's who got a text back. We don't know if it was her texting, but she has his phone. And she says
Does he call his son sir?
Yeah.
Oh, that is okay.
But she knows.
She knows,
Okay, well, I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be calling my son sir. that to me is like, oh, hold on, who wrote this? Okay.
He tries to build up his little.
Oh, yeah.
His ego, so he calls him sir.
So that would be a normal. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we can look at the call log this week.
And that's why last night the family member asked, she had his phones? Yeah, but I'm not giving them to anybody. And then
that's the
she's like, the hospital told me. We're like, maybe they told you that because the family weren't here. The family's here now. We're asking you for his phone. Well, I'm not giving. I knew you guys were going to do this. You're not going to alienate me. And she just went to spaz. You guys don't even know what happened. I said, that's the damn problem. And she goes, well, he's the one who jumped out the fucking car, like out of rage, trying to defend herself.
The whole hospital, what? You didn't tell us this.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us this. I know my son. My son, he's a road runner.
Damn, she always cutting it off at the good part, right? Ooh, so what do y'all think about that? Come up here and hit that damn link, all right? What's y'all thoughts? Well, my thoughts from it all is he's a road runner. She claimed out and she said that he jumped out the car. She yelled that shit all in the hospital. She was so upset. They were trying to get Tyrone phone, the family members. And she said, no, y'all not going to do this shit. Y'all always trying to alienate me. And she said he the one that jumped out the MF car And everybody in the hospital was like, what? Oh my God. So that's what Natasha was talking about. She just kept on changing her story. First it was he tripped, he got out the car to trip. So the bitch is lying. She's mentally unstable. She did it. Y'all just need to lock her ass up at this point. Get her mentally evaluated. Now, what's going on with the lie detector test? I don't know how that's working, but that's a whole different problem, right? Okay, so thank you, Olivia, for coming up here. It's time for y'all to come up now. Olivia, girl, what you thinking?
Hey Gigi, girl, this is just all a mess. Gigi, what I'm not understanding is if y'all knew all these things about Lulu, if y'all knew Lulu and Tyrone had a history of DV, why didn't you come when your son called you? If y'all
Hello.
knew
Hello,
Okay, if y'all
Olivia.
knew how
Yes,
serious
yes.
and how crazy Lulu was, why didn't y'all report this to law enforcement? Why wasn't this investigation fairly went in too deeply? It just doesn't make sense to me. None of this makes sense to me. So with that being said, it's still Lulu. It's always gonna be Lulu, and and justice for Dro.
Nah, Olivia, keep talking. Walk him down, girl.
I mean, Gigi, it's nothing to really say. All of it, everybody's involved. It's all a big mess. Lulu did it.
No,
Tasha is.
no, no. Okay, so let's run it back with the daddy, okay? Because Polo talked about it earlier. Polo was pretty much saying that if that father would have came up there when your son was begging you, please, daddy, help me, get me out of here. Okay, and they said Big Tyrone, pretty much. I don't know what he was smoking on that night, but he said, "Fuck it, fuck that son, fuck it." He ain't fooling with that. So that's what happened, honey, and that's what you're saying. He could have
I mean,
saved
we
his
know
son.
Big Tyrone when it comes to T2. We know what he's doing. He's too busy trying to, do other things from what we've done
Oh
heard.
my
So,
God. Oh my
we can't
God.
too much bank on him. Tyrone was failed all the way around the board, and it's really
So
sad. It
who else
really
did he
is.
call, Olivia? Was it just his father? Did he go down a list of people to help him pick him up?
I have no idea. And another thing I'm gonna touch on, Gigi, Gabe. Gabe. My problem with Gabe is okay, Gabe, when you brought the young man Jamar on your panel and he spoke with
Hold
us and
on,
he
that
told,
ain't Gabe. That's Looney.
oh, Looney was the one that came up, but still, Gabe was still on his live and he was acting like he didn't know what was going on. If everybody knew so much and they was arguing on phones and all this was going on, why wasn't none of this being reported? It could have been prevented. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they sure was keeping a lot from us, right? They was playing in our motherfucking face.
It's a lot of stuff that we
Telling
found
us,
out.
go find out, go get it, go get it, go get it.
Yes, Gigi,
You
it's a
got
lot
all
of
the
stuff that
info, hell.
yes, it's a lot of stuff that we found out on down the line instead of in the beginning. And if we would have known in the beginning, a lot of stuff could have been prevented. And they wouldn't be
Yes.
saying people are putting lies out because we would have got the story from the very beginning because they knew more than what they told us. The way they made it sound in the beginning, they didn't know none of this.
Right. They was playing in our face. They were lying to us, girl. They was lying to the public. Which remember they was gonna be so transparent and open about. That's a fucking lie. They told us what they wanted us to know. That's it. They was keeping our ass on a leash. Ooh, honey. Honey, honey.
Well,
Ooh,
that's all I wanted to say,
well,
Gigi.
stay right there, Olivia. What are your thoughts about her having mental issues? Do you think that played a major part?
I mean, Gigi, at the end of the day, in her YouTube, it seems like to me she has sense. So I don't want to hear all that mental illness. She knew what she was doing. She's a slush head. She was feeling good. They got into a heated argument
So
and it went over the top.
you don't think she got mental problems?
I mean, she does look kind of off in the face,
I
but
think
that
she got mental problems for real because she too lovey bubby Debbie and all this shit.
and she
And
looks
then
sometimes if you watch his YouTube videos, she'll stare off in space. So yeah, she does look kind of crazy, but still
and
there
then I
there's a
fucking laugh too. She got a mental illness laugh.
cringy.
Yeah,
Yes, very, very
that's a
true.
disabled laugh.
And
That's
you
how
know,
them
Gigi, I
disabled
want to
laugh.
know another thing. I want to. Where is her statement? Wouldn't she have to make a statement about what went down that night? I would like to hear her statement. What was wrote down? What did she tell the police? What happened?
Mm. Now, I don't know, girl, but I
I
do
want
want
to
to talk
see
about
it.
this. What's your thoughts about, when she found out he was cheating on her? And that really hurt it, Lulu. That
I
really
mean,
hurt it.
Gigi, I'm gonna say this as sweet as I can. You get 'em, you lose them how you get them, baby. She was a side piece. Now it was all fun and games when you was sneaking and creeping with somebody else's man. You can't cry, boo, when the rose is reversed.
I know, but she got mental illness. And mental illness
Well,
not gonna do it the same, especially if she snatching out at the front desk with some fucking scissors. W- Would you be with somebody with mental illness?
no, my
Oh,
patience can't deal with it.
ooh,
Tyrone knew what he was getting himself into. At the end of the
girl,
day,
I couldn't sleep at night. Shit, when that nigga mad and you sleeping and he storming the house,
man,
I
one
just
eye open, one eye closed.
right. He gonna come in there and that hot with the hot grit stowed on your ass.
Yes, and on some of the videos on YouTube, Gigi, if you just watch, you can tell it's tension between them. Cause everything, just how they make it look so perfect. And oh, baby, I love you too, babe, I love you, you're my everything. She didn't even really want to say that, so you can tell a lot of things are just, for the video. I can believe the domestic violence. Can you see that? Can you see them fighting?
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of stuff that social media people put out there, it be fake. All these relationships they put out is fake, 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 fake. Just like these fake ass booties. It just all be fake, just
And
like
we
the
got to
fake
thank
hair.
too, Gigi Dro. He was a nice looking young man, so I'm sure he had women in his inbox. I'm sure he did, and Lulu had men in his inbox. So it was probably a lot of
Child, let me
infidelity
tell
going
you
on.
about these women. You don't gotta look cute for they be in your inbox. What I think that attracted women may not be his looks, but he was
His money,
flashy. Yeah, he
yeah,
was
his
very
money.
flashy and all that, you know. But
Mhm.
it was his ex girlfriend. So who is his ex girlfriend?
I have no idea, but I wonder why it. But I was on open book panel. No, it was Royal D's, and we was talking about that. And like I said, if he had a mistress, don't you think she would come out? But they said probably not, because Lulu. So the Lulu, she's probably scared to speak up. But
Who's
that just
scared? Lulu?
no, the side piece. Like she might
Uh,
be scared to speak up. That's what they were
well,
saying.
you better speak up because Lulu gonna come at your motherfucking door and knock you out. So you better let you know. You better tell somebody what's going on if you could, just in case your body end up in a river.
I know. Where's
Yeah,
BG? I want to hear from
girl. I
BG.
don't know, but okay, I'm gonna come back to you, Olivia. Let's bring Lashonda. How you doing, boo?
Hey, I'm Gigi. How are you, beautiful?
Girl, I'm so irritated. You
Gigi,
know,
I was going to say,
she
I
got
think that
she got something wrong with her head.
Jason was there with them at the cabin, and they might have gotten
What?
into a heated argument. Because think about it, they said Jason planned all the trips, and the ex girlfriend was the baby mama.
What? Shut up! Shut up! The ex girlfriend was the baby mama with the kids.
Yes.
Shut up! No
Hmm.
wonder why her ass so damn quiet. Are you serious, girl?
I'm serious.
Oh my god! Oh god! I didn't know the ex girlfriend was that baby mama. The one that's around here for the GoFundMe's.
Yes.
Oh God. Tell me it's not true.
And I wonder why
Oh
Lulu would
God.
be, why would
Oh
Lulu be
God.
contacting Arthur with his drug
Oh God.
cousin? Is she effing the cousin too?
What?
I'm asking, is Lulu effing the cousin too? Because why would she be contacting Arthur?
Lulu doing it with the cousin.
No, I'm asking you. I said, was she? I wonder if she was. Because why would she be messaging him to let Austin know that they got into argument?
I don't know. Who did she message again? Tell me that again.
She messaged Arthur and tell Arthur we're
Arthur.
going to the
Who is
hotel.
Who is Arthur? Tell me that again. Who is Arthur?
Arthur, they say Arthur is Tasha's son.
Which one? She got 5 of them.
They say that's her son name and her husband name. And they say
Damn.
Arthur has a red car.
What?
Yes.
Oh shit. Oh
So
shit.
I'm wondering if
This
maybe
is spooky.
I'm wondering if maybe Tasha was telling her son Arthur, or what Jordan took me out the bank account, and maybe he got mad and said, "Well, let's rob that nigga," you know?
Oh my God. Damn. Well, it's always in the family, honey. Girl, I was watching Beauty and the Black. Do y'all watch Black and Beauty? Press 2 if y'all watch Black and Beauty. Girl, why? What? It was his own mama that robbed him, girl. It was his own mama that set him up. So shit be happening like this all the time. It be in the family.
They say
Your
money is
own
the root of all
family
evil,
be doing that. Hell yeah, your
and
own family
we
be doing
know Jerome was the provider for the
that. Oh my
family. So, and think
damn.
about it, Tasha was stealing from the bank account, so she
Now,
was desperate
ooh,
for the money.
shut up. What?
Yeah, Jerome took her off the bank account because they said she was stealing from the bank out the bank account.
I didn't know that. Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
That's
Oh
why she going
shit.
to church every Sunday, trying to repent for all that she did, all that they done did,
That's why
and which
she's
she
so
know.
holy. She's trying to repent for the wrongdoing. Oh my God, girl. You just busting it up. Damn.
And I wondered too. I wonder if they went up there and there was a drug deal gone bad or something.
What? Cause what? Powder blue don't move. Did now they talking about the powder blue is the powder, honey.
Look, Lulu acting she on some powder for real. She be acting so hyper. Think about
Child,
people
she
on
don't
powder
need
act so
no
hyper.
powder. They said she got that shit. Did you hear what the father said? The father said she's mentally ill. That's what the father said, Tyrone father on that video.
Yeah, he's
She got
saying that, but then he didn't go get his son when his son calls him. Like,
oh
make it make sense.
damn. You caught that too?
Yeah, like you
You caught
saying she
that
meant
too?
to, but you didn't go get your son. Like if that was me and them and my son called and say we having an argument and I already know the bitch crazy. Excuse my language, DG, but I'm going to get my son. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to say the B word,
Yeah,
but
but you know
I'm
they
going to
got
get my son.
500 deep. You could have sent anybody. Send that underdog dog. Send the dog
Right,
up
y'all. So
there.
y'all roll 6 deep to Florida, the Gainesville. Why y'all didn't go 6 deep
Or
and go pick him up
right.
when he
Or what
called?
about an Uber? Can't you send him an
Right.
Uber? You know he don't got no car up there. He was stranded.
And they
Damn,
say the right thing when he went to the cabin, he was away from everybody and didn't have no one to help him. You know.
why didn't
But
he call
I
Jason?
really believe Jason was there though.
Didn't Jason have his mamarazzi? Mamazi? What is that car? The mamazi.
Maserati,
Yeah, didn't Jay? Why he ain't just say, "I want you to bring my car up here, my mamarazzi,
Maserati.
Maserati"? Why he didn't say that?
He
Well,
probably Lulu could have put something in his drink too, like to poison him to
oh
start it
my!
off. You know.
But where's she gonna get that poison at? She wasn't expecting to go upside his head. She wasn't
I
expecting
believe she
that.
had this whole thing planned, and the argument was just to set it off, to set it up. Yeah, and that was all set up.
No, so why did they say the ex girlfriend? I don't think she's set up to have the ex girlfriend to play a part.
No, I mean she set up the. I'm talking about she planned the argument, and them being at the cabin, she probably was like, "Oh, this is a perfect place to go ahead and do something to him," you know.
I don't think so. I think she snapped. I think she snapped. I think when she realized that, and I think if she's mental ill, when a person don't have them all and they snappy and they got a lot of anger, that made her snap. It's like you've been playing on my face. We go here, but you're doing this with that baby mama ex girlfriend of yours.
And
She
on Jerome's
snapped.
Facebook page, he has single too.
What?
Yes. And
No
think about it, on
way.
his morning motivations, he was getting tired of Lulu because on his morning motivation, he said, I went and listened to all those things. He said on one of his morning motivations, he said, if she want to play games and she not gonna be my peace, I'm not gonna be her peace. I'm gonna play games too. That's exactly what
Shut
he said.
up. Shut
So
up.
he believed in the eye for eye.
Oh my God. Ooh,
And then he
that's
was
a
saying something
dangerous
about her.
game.
He was like, if you were the partner and your partner hygiene not there. So I think her hygiene wasn't there neither.
What? She was funky. She didn't look funky. She got them eyelashes on, that wig on. She looked
Look,
like she
them
was
built
decent.
PG, them be the main ones.
Oh, now is that ass real or fake?
Fake.
Oh, you know they say that BBL stinking.
Yeah, that's what they said. They
Oh
said they
my
do be
God.
thinking.
Damn. But do you think that's why he cheated on the ex girlfriend because it was so funky?
Well, the ex girlfriend didn't have a BBL. The baby mama don't have a
Yeah, it's
BBL, but
natural. So
Lulu have a
that
BBL.
yeah, he probably couldn't stand that funk and had to get something natural, honey. I
All
don't
right.
know. You need
This
some
is a hot
Febreze.
mess.
Carry some fucking Febreze. All right. Well, thank you, honey. I'll come back to you. Angie,
Hey,
Angela.
Hey,
Hey,
Miss
girl.
Gigi.
You
I
comfortable,
have
honey?
been, I am comfortable. I'm in my
I know that's
bed.
right. I know
I
that's right.
have, I have been listening to you forever. I have not believed that I'm smart enough to be able to get on here. So
You
first
are.
of
You
all,
smart.
let
And
me
I'm
say,
proud of you. I'm proud of you.
first of all, I want to say you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
And you are so real. I be sitting here at the house, it's like having a good time with you when you be popping that fan, and I be having a good
Yes.
time with you. But this is what I want to say from what I have learned from following you. First of all, I want to say that we never ever put anybody more important in our life than God.
That's right.
Tyrone worshiped that young lady. And
He did.
sometimes when we do this, we God is a jealous God. He doesn't want anyone to be put before him. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we need to realize that even though we may love someone, the love that they have for us is not the same. Second of all, I feel like his family, even though they're doing a lot of talking, I don't think that they're really trying to get the answers that they need to get. I feel like, and me as a mom, if this had happened to one of my boys, I would move heaven and earth. I would quit my job. I would be out there hitting the streets. I would be questioning. Lulu couldn't have gotten away with telling me what happened. I would have been
Right.
in jail. I would have been around. I would have whooped her ass, and she would have gave me
Ooh.
an answer. She would have gave me some answers. Both of us would have been at the mud shop. Period. And then we just need to teach our young men and young ladies to not be so trustworthy of people. Be careful who you let in your life. Be careful who you let come to your house. Be careful who you let know what's going on with you in your world. Because even though some people may seem like they're happy for you, they're not. Some people are just jealous.
Mm-hmm.
I think that what happened to Tyrone happened to him way before he got in that automobile. And I say that to say this is because I have a medical background, and they are saying that that t-shirt was white and he had no bruises on him, no marks. If he fell out of the car, he would have had something on that t-shirt. If he got bumped in the head with something, his head would have bled or something. He would have had something on his t-shirt. They are saying that that white t-shirt didn't have anything on it. That's impossible. So I don't know if he was injured before he got in the car, and maybe he got a little conscience when he was in the car and realized what had happened to him, and that something was still trying to happen to him, and he was fleeing for his life.
Mm.
It was fight or flight. Those
Right.
are our responses when we're trying to run away from something. And maybe in that condition he stumbled and fell. I do think that Lulu had everything to do with it. And for
Uh-huh.
her to confess the love that she had for him and to leave him, That's not something that you do when you love somebody. I don't care how many times you get into it with somebody. You don't just leave them and just hope for the best. I hope and pray that his
Can
family
I say
finds.
something, Angela?
Yes.
I want to say two things, and I'm so glad you came up here because I do love your spirit. One thing I wanted to say was, how we used to do things back in the day. Um, we used to know who these people family were. We used
Mm-hmm.
to know their mama, their daddy, their cousin. We used to build relationship with these people over the years to build a rapport, to know who really is this person, you know? And I feel
Yeah.
like along the way we have lost that. Nobody want to be in nobody business. Y'all got relatives that's married and dating y'all relatives and cousins. You don't know nothing about their side of the family. You don't know shit about them. We
Yes,
didn't used to
ma'am.
be like that back in the day. We used to be
Yes, ma'am.
nosy, honey. We used to know
Yes,
everything.
ma'am.
Okay. And
Yes, ma'am.
another thing I wanted to bring up dealing with this, you said when you love somebody, you just don't leave them on side of the road. I think what people are forgetting, abusive individuals, they will knock the hell out you and say, I'm sorry, I love you. I only did it because I love you. You make me do it. You make me do it. But I did it because I love you so fucking much. Don't you get it?
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
I didn't love you, I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't even touch you. I would just
Yeah.
walk away. But I'm trying to
Yeah.
get you to understand. You hurting me. So I gotta hurt you, but we gonna be in this shit forever. We gonna
Yeah.
die together, nigga. We going to the
Yeah.
morgue together, cause that's real love. So they have that type of mentality. And then on top of that, if she's snappy and mentally, you know what, cuckoo, hell, what transpired, it's exactly what I would expect from a cuckoo person.
Well, I would be cool with her because when it was my son, I had my neck, I had my hand around her damn neck. She'll be giving me some answers.
Well,
She'll be spitting the
Lord
words out.
have
I'm
mercy.
just telling you. I just hope that the family get justice and that that young man is able to rest in peace. And for every and anybody that played a role in Tyrone's death or his planning of his death or whatever, that they all get what's coming to them, whether it be Natasha, his dad, friends, Lulu, whoever it was, because he did not deserve to leave this earth like that. It seemed like, again, I think the police probably Miss Gigi kind of like didn't take it as serious because three things. He's a black man. I think he had a mouthful of gold. So you know if they see that, they think they drug dealers or they living a life that's not, they doing something. So a lot of times if we don't push the issue for our families, they don't push the issue. And then third of all, if the mom made it seem like Lulu was somebody that wasn't supposed to be a suspect, they probably didn't even look at her. They probably didn't even look her way. I mean, we don't know all the facts because this case has took ups, downs, turnarounds, went through the valleys and back down the hills. So it's been a case that has really kept everybody guessing what's going on. But I just really believe Miss Gigi that that young man was hurt before he got in that car. I believe that he was hurt and he may have come to himself and then there was a final blow or something that he was running away from and then hurt himself because for him to have fallen out of a car and not have any scratches on him, you can't just get out of a car going 25, 30 miles and not get hurt. You're gonna have some kind of scratches on your body if it's nothing but your shoulder or sneeze or something. You're gonna have some sign of physical hurt some kind of way. And I just feel like the family has not, I feel like the family has failed him by not making Lulu tell them what happened. There's no way someone can come and take my son, go out of town with him, and then he end up dead and we're okay with you just saying, oh, I don't know what happened or this, that, and oh no. I'm gonna be in jail. I'm gonna have my mud shot also, because I'm gonna whoop your ass and you're gonna give me
Hey,
spanking.
hey.
Whoop
Okay.
whoop your butt. I'm sorry, whoop your
Okay.
butt. Whoop your butt. But yes, that's what I feel. And again, that's all I really have to say. I mean, he might have been drunk, he might have been poisoned, he might have been, there's a lot of things, but I'm really sticking to the fact that I believe that he got hurt before he got in that automobile, and then he was able to probably gain conscience or realize what had happened to him, and maybe somebody was doing, they thought they had got him, but they really didn't, so then they went back for a second try, and then on that second try I think he was trying to run away from his life, and that's the reason why he ended up jumping out of the car, if that's exactly what happened.
Well, tell me this, honey. Why did he was begging her to come back into the damn cabinet when she was leaving? He should have left her ass alone and let her go.
But again, Miss Gigi, we already said that he loved her so much. Sometimes when you have somebody in your life
Even if
who,
they Molly whopped you. Well, you I guess so, because y'all out here, y'all getting Molly whopped, but y'all still begging to be with that person. It
no,
don't
I
make
ain't
sense
getting,
to me.
it doesn't. But again, this is a whole different generation. Like you said, our generation, my moms didn't let us just hang out with anybody. They knew who the person was. When I remember when I was dating, I would call my girlfriend and say, I'm getting in his car, his license plate number is da 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 da. If I'm not home by a certain time, call the police and get him my license plate number. And that's how we did it when we was out there in the world
Girl,
dating
all
and
you
doing
gotta
all that
do
stuff.
is say this is his Instagram. Send the Instagram, send his Facebook, child.
They didn't have
Okay.
Instagram when I was dating
I know. I'm talking about
Miss G.
today. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Uh-huh. But yeah,
But I
because not
again,
nowadays that they stealing cars, girl. That can be a stolen car.
that can be a stolen car. You're right. And then I know that I want to also say that I really believe um that Polo did a wonderful job on it, and I feel
Yes, he
like
did. He did
he's
do a
getting
wonderful
the,
job, didn't he?
I do. I know this your platform. I don't want to bring nobody else's name up, but I just
I'm
really,
cool with Polo. I don't got no ill. Just don't, anybody I got a op with. I don't got no ops right now. So you can talk about any person in the platform. If I do have a op, I'll let y'all know. But currently I don't got no ops. So you can
okay.
say any platform. But the
Well, I
thing I
just
be having an issue when y'all be like, go over that platform. Go. But when y'all talking about them, I don't care when y'all talking about them. But when y'all trying to steer people to go away from my platform to look at somebody, I have an issue with that. But when you talking about them, I don't care. But I
well,
do have an issue when, like, if you come up here and you talking shit about Polo and I'm cordial with him right now, see, that's gonna be an issue on my ass. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So don't be
Well,
talking shit with somebody I'm cordial with. Okay.
well,
Go
I
ahead.
think he's, I think he has done a wonderful job. I think that I believe everything that he said. I don't believe that he's high capping or anything like that. I think that he really was hurt by them not being, as his words are, transparent with him. And I feel like he really did it out of the goodness of his heart. I'm not saying that he probably didn't ask for money. Nobody works for free. None of us do. But I do feel like he put his best foot forward. And you and him, that's the only two that I listen to. So I just really think that he is hurt behind it, and that he really did discover a lot of stuff, and he was there to try to help the family. And I think they reversed back on him. They flipped on him, and it really hurt him, as just hurt him, period.
Yeah, because usually you can't get men to get invested in shit like this. Men don't want to be bothered.
Yeah. You know, when he stopped drinking his cut water, it was a problem.
Uh-huh.
When he said, I don't want to get no cut water. But again, Miss Gigi, I thank you so much for your platform.
Do
And
you
again,
think they ever gonna make up?
Mm, well, I mean, making up means that somebody, I mean, that means that everything that he says is got to come out to the open. And I don't think that if that happens, I think that there's going to a lot of people facing some more stuff than just getting justice for Tyrone. I think that it's just messy. It's just messy all the way around. And my thing is, if you have that kind of, if Tyrone had all the things that they say he had, I would sell everything and my mama if it was me to get my son justice. It wouldn't matter what kind of automobiles, what kind of clothes he wore. All that shit would have to, all that stuff would have to be on the road. Sorry, Miss Gigi.
That's all
All that stuff would be sold. It would be whatever I needed to get money to make sure justice was for my baby. I would not rest until I knew what happened to him. And again, it just seems like I wasn't a follower of Tyrone because I don't do social media or any of that. I just popped on YouTube and really started following you when Romika Meats case came out. So
Yeah. Mika.
that's when I started following you, but I'm not a social media YouTuber, any person like that. But I just feel like they really failed him. They really failed this young man. And eventually it's going to all come out. But look how much time has wasted by people not being honest and being truthful and
Yeah.
coming out, because his kids are the ones that's still suffering every day and they don't know what happened to their dad. And there are people that are playing games and not being truthful and not putting it out there. Okay, no family is perfect. Okay, we messed up. We did this, we did that. But at the end of the day, you all are trying to get justice for your nephew. You're trying to get justice for your son. You're trying to get justice for your cousin. You need to be transparent, and anything that you all have done or played a part in it or anything, it needs to all be put out there so that people can still help you and support you. We said Powder Blue don't move, but eventually, if people keep feeling like y'all playing with them, Powder Blue gonna move. It's gonna move right on out that door.
Mm. Ooh, you said a mouthful, honey. And I appreciate you. Please come back and see me.
All right, I was smart enough to be able to do it. I am so
I'm
proud of
so proud of
myself.
you. Yes, you can do whatever you put your mind to. All right. So, Sweet Berry, are you there, Sweet Berry?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here, Gigi. Can the
Talk
chat
to
hear
me.
me? And do I
Yep.
sound like I got an echo?
No, you don't got no echo. I can hear you good.
Okay, good. So it is just so many topics to pretty much touch on when it comes to this situation. So let's start right here in regards to I guess Dro T1 making a phone call to T2, right? About whatever they had going on and the fact that he didn't show up to pick him up or do whatever. First of all, as y'all already said, they already go back and forth. So at what point should the father have stopped what he was doing to drive 4 hours to again get in their business? You know what I'm saying? Because mind you, they're used
I
to,
would
the family
say,
is used to the toxicity, right?
I
So not that
know.
he didn't want to come. I don't think that was a factor with the father, but I do feel like maybe he just didn't want to get in and maybe he just brushed it off. I don't think that he think it was to this extent.
No, Sweet Berry. When you got somebody that's a demon with somebody you love, and the
Uh-huh.
person call you and say, "Hey, I need help," and you know that's demon is on the loose, you gonna go. I
Okay,
send
right. But
your
my
ass a
question is, what
Uber.
did Dro
I'm
really
gonna send
call
you.
and what
I
did he
will
say?
send you a Uber to go to this hotel, and I'll pick you up to the hotel. Okay, but I'm gonna get my baby out of there. I don't give a damn
Right.
how many
But you,
times.
but what,
I don't
Gigi, you
care.
always say facts have to be facts. So my question would be is,
I didn't say that. I didn't
no,
say
yeah,
facts
no, you
gotta be
always say
facts.
that. You always say
No,
that,
I
Gigi.
don't.
Yes, you do.
Facts got
But
okay.
the
Time.
thing
Wait, hold on,
is,
Sweet Berry.
okay.
Press 7 if y'all ever heard me. Facts gotta be facts. That's not.
Oh,
I
hell
don't
yeah,
even
you
talk like
definitely
that.
say that. You definitely say
Press
that, Gigi.
7
I
if I
watch you
said
every
that.
night.
I appreciate you, but I never said. I think you got me confused with another content
I watch
creator.
you every night, Gigi.
Press 9 if
But
y'all never heard me say facts gotta be facts. I don't. That don't even sound like me.
yes, you always say that you like to move off of facts based in spite of different speculations. I watch her live every night.
I don't remember saying that. But go ahead.
But what I'm saying is, how do the father know how serious it is, or maybe they're just having a night, maybe they're just having a night, At what point? And then let's get on this subject. It has been a lot of things regarding to the Davis family. But at the end of the day, we don't see Reno family pushing for a damn thing, if we must be honest. But at least the Davis family is trying. I think they are limited in regards to what information they, choose to reveal to the public and what they don't choose to reveal to the public. But no matter what, we have to stick to the facts, which Lulu was responsible, and that Dro was at the hands of Lulu in Gainesville, 4 hours away. Like we just gotta keep, we stuck on who do drugs, who sleeping with who doing what, but the facts still
Because
remains the
that's
same.
important. That's important. Because drug leads to death. All that nonsense, it leads to drama and trauma.
No, I'm
Because
talking about when they
nobody
saying that
is
the
just
father is
killing
on drugs and stuff, and
nobody is just killing people just to kill. It usually stems from a lot of mess or drama, especially with DV cases. It's
right, but we
stemming
know
from
this wasn't a
something.
case that extended from drugs. We already know that. So we still besides the point because we know it's still Lulu. And then sometimes we get on the panel and say, hey, the public gotta be convinced. Well, long story short, we've been convinced. We've been the people, the public been knew it was Lulu. Gainesville Police Department gotta know it's Lulu and take her ass to jail because if we could take her to jail, we would have been had her locked up. We would have been when I got her. And then somebody else said, whoop Lulu tail and make Lulu, tell what's what. Well, hell, she been silent and done ran away the whole entire time. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Lulu have faced the family ever since the accident. I believe she's made a phone call and they have had conversations, but she off the map. She gone. How you gonna get a hold of somebody and force somebody to tell you something when we know she's lying and we know that she's hiding? Now, furthermore, the other video that you just uploaded with the activist speaking. Now let's get on this subject. Yes, Polo said a lot of things, but I'm gonna be real honest. I like Polo, I do, but I honestly feel like Polo is back and forth-ish. Like I really feel like he back and forth-ish. And I know him and the activist had some words. It's far beyond that because again, we're speaking about a person that needs justice for their family. They're not wrong for pushing and wanting justice for their family. Now, the activists talk a lot of shit, let's admit it, but she on her shit. Like, for real, she out here bringing us new facts and things that we
Well,
didn't know.
hold on. They told me that a lot of stuff that she getting was from C. Ray. Didn't y'all say that?
I don't know, but the paperwork that she had, based on your video that you posted, she was reading from some type of report that was from I believe the examiner or something along those lines. Somebody in the government field, somebody of high standards. But regardless of who she getting it from what what was on the video was that it came from a higher up person. She was able to obtain those records, which let us get more information on today versus what we didn't have at first, which she was able to present us with more evidence of things that we didn't know, which Lulu lied on the damn scene, stating that she is this boy brother, which was a lie. And we're not going to take it off the fact that Gainesville police dropped the ball and did a terrible ass job when it came to this investigation. It's just so many things that we have to touch on, but it just, I mean, far as getting Lulu, where she at? Lulu could be cross seas right now. Lulu could be cross seas. Like, she's not speaking up. Nobody heard from her. Every now and then, she, pop up with a little message here. But from the start, we always have known that it is Lulu. It is Lulu. We always known that. And some people are saying now that the report is public, maybe you might be able to obtain it if you're interested in it. But anyway,
I
regardless,
don't do paperwork. I wait till open book get it or nothing but the truth do it. Those the paperwork girls. I don't do paperwork.
yeah, somebody assumed that what they say, I must be here from Natasha. What do they got to do with it? Because I'm sticking on the fact that this is for Dro. And again, no matter how you flip it or strip it, the Davis family is the only ones that we seeing at least pushing. Are they doing everything right? Probably not. Are they telling us every single little thing that going on? Probably not. Because if it was my family member, I'm gonna try. Like we on the people that's actually trying, but I mean, like, we don't see Renee family out here trying. So yeah, oh, and I got another question. So I also know that some other people were saying that the Davis family failed Dro. So my question is, how do you think what would you say, or how would you say that the Davis family failed Dro? Like, in what ways would you say that?
Are you asking me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. That father should have got up there. I don't give a damn if my son is saying, "Hey, Dad, I need you," and it's in the middle of the night. It must be fucking serious. You with Lulu? That's the girl of your dreams, and she crazy, and you need me. Okay, something is really off. Something is really off.
But
Okay, that's one.
mhm.
Number two, the fact that I guess what else did y'all say? Look in the comment section.
Yeah, I see some people
Everybody,
saying inconsistencies, and like you said, you feel like, the father failed him. Again, I don't know, because in the end of the day,
right?
let's be
But you
real.
asked me, Sweet Berry. I'm not asking
Oh,
you what your thoughts were. You
n-
already told us yours. You want to know what ours were.
oh
So,
yeah.
how did the family fail? Tyrone, that's what Sweet Berry want to know. She wants you guys to put in the comment section and let her know how the family failed Tyrone. I believe some people are saying about the missing the meeting. Didn't that father miss 3 meetings? Hello?
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah, didn't the father miss 3 meetings?
I heard that, and I heard you mention that also on your panel one night. Like I said, I've been watching it, but however, I'm not exactly sure. Like, again, if how
I
true
mean,
that was.
it's a lot of stuff that's going on. I don't have a lot of list of it because I don't be thinking about it, but it's a lot. It's real sketchy.
Hmm.
They say yes, all 3 meetings he missed. I guess because he was with them young girls and
Yeah, they
doing what
said
he
he was
do.
trying to creep. So.
Well, he did. I didn't talk to her, but I messaged the young girl that he was with, and he was asking her for some money, honey. Well, what type of shit is that?
Yeah,
So,
I don't know what he was on.
mm,
That I don't
so,
know.
so some people just felt like how it came to social media was messy
Hmm.
versus just getting somebody that was very professional and didn't eat like push drama and emotion, but pretty much just told us the facts and just was more calm with it. You would have got a different audience because when you're messy and dramified, you're going to get people like me to gravitate that, and I'm messy. So mess is going to attract mess.
Hmm.
So, you know. And then the stuff that they said that she was coming out, it from the outside point, it seemed like she was actually there and talking about these videos and stuff. And then come to find out months later, it was from I guess a third party.
Okay.
So, but that don't have anything to do with Tyrone. That just has something to do with the audience. But some people feel like, you know, well, when it comes to that accident, some people, I remember one person was saying that he went to Lulu because he didn't feel like he have anybody in his family that he can go to. I'm
Hmm.
sure, have you heard that narrative? Now, to me, I don't blame that on the family at all, honestly. Um, only thing for me personally, and I just found that recently, is when he missed the opportunity to go pick his son up, but he's a grown guy. He decided to go with that girl that was beating on him and doing all that crap. You know,
Right. That's what I'm saying.
so that's on
It was
him.
normal for them, far as what we're being told, far as the domestic violence between the two. So
It
at
ain't
what
gonna never
point do
be a
you know
norm.
how
It ain't
serious it
gonna
is?
never be normal for a nigga to hit on me. Um, But even each hit is an issue. Shit, that's not normal. Every time they're asking abuse, that's not normal. I can never normalize that. So when somebody is getting their ass whooped that I care about, I would never be like, oh well, there you go again. No, because this might be my last time I'm seeing you, so I want to make sure I'm there. And even though you go back, I know that it's going to lead to death because it
Mm-hmm.
always do. So you have
Correct.
to know when people are in these domestic violence, they're going to die like this.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely, they're going to die in those
Or
DVs,
something
just
bad
like
is gonna
gang.
happen.
From the DV, yeah, they're going to die from it. People die from
Correct.
that relationship stuff. Just like gang banging. Usually, those people that's in that gang bang, they say play by the gun, you die by the gun. Same with relationship. You die by the relationship
Yeah,
shit.
I'm not sure why some people are asking, am I a spokesman for Natasha or a spokesman for Lulu? None of this makes sense because we're not converting back to Natasha. I was speaking in regards to the justice and the standing up that the Davis family is trying to do for their family, which is DRO. So I'm not getting where they get that part from. And then you also
Because I
asked us,
think you don't seem neutral. You seem more so sided with Natasha, and I think people sense that. There's nothing wrong with that. Who cares? I mean, I
no, because
don't care.
everybody got their own opinion, just like they got their own
Mhm.
opinion. It's not more so that I'm siding with Natasha
But even
specifically
if
per
you
se,
are,
but it's
what's
just with
what's
their family.
wrong with what's
It's
wrong
not
with
because
you
nothing, because
siding
I'm gonna
with
say how I
Natasha?
feel.
Yeah,
The only point I'm making is that the Davis family is pushing justice. I don't know about all the other bull crap they got going on, but they are simply pushing justice for their child. That's all I'm saying. Like, or for their nephew. Like I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it because a lot of people are giving them so much backlash. The family so much backlash, but they're trying. They are trying.
I don't know. I don't think people are just coming out the woodwork and no for no reason. They're just gonna bash Natasha because they just dislike her. I mean, I think that's
Hmm.
kind of outrageous. I'm just gonna bash her because I just don't like her for no reason. I just can't stand her. I think that's so fake.
Yeah. And then I think the other lady that you were speaking with, y'all was speaking in regards to, the mental issues that Lulu have. But of course, if she is not operating with a normal mindset, then anything outside of that again is, dysfunction. Her acting out, her behavior, the traits that the family have saw, like, again, we've been new Lulu did this. So I'm not understanding what's taking them so long to lock her up. You know what I'm saying? Go get her.
Yeah. But I think some people are saying, okay, possibly, but where's the evidence? Like you gotta have evidence to back it up.
Exactly. And that's why she's not locked up because they do not have enough evidence to lock her up right now. That's exactly the point and exactly the reason why she's not being locked up. But we
Mhm.
know, like, we pretty much know what happened. Or,
So
may
what can you tell us what did happen? Because I don't know what happened.
no, what I'm saying is we pretty much know that Lulu was involved some kind of way. Some kind of
Okay,
way.
yeah, but you said we know what happened. What do you think happened? Tell us what do you think happened? You know,
Yeah, the
give
fact
me a
that
timeline. Give
I
me a
feel like
timeline.
what was it? I'm sorry.
Give me a timeline.
I won't say I have a timeline exactly, but what I will say is if Lulu did not actually cause the injuries to this man herself, I feel like she had some kind of help.
Yeah.
Like if she
But
actually
Sweet
didn't do
Berry,
the hands
I
on, I
want
feel
to
like she
know
had some help.
what do you think happened? Can you give us that? Because you're saying like you know what's going on, but you're
Yes,
saying
I
you
feel like
don't know what's going on. But
I feel
Sweet
like she
Berry,
took him
just
out.
tell me what theory, what scenario plays in your head. What do you think happened?
That's what I'm
Because
telling
clearly
you.
you think something happened.
Right.
So
I feel
tell
like
us.
but due to the cause of his injury with the blunt force trauma, I actually do believe that he was hit in the back of the head with something. Who exactly did it? That I do not know, but I do feel like Lulu definitely had something to do with it. And if she did not cause the injury, I absolutely feel like she had some help with his demise.
Yeah, but that's not going to get justice because you need evidence. That's a feeling. That's not a fact. Those are feelings.
It's exactly.
So,
Exactly. It's not a fact. I don't
can you
have
give can
nobody
you
got
give
exact fact. The police
can you
officers
give
don't even
us
have
a
exact fact.
theory though? Do you have a story or a theory that you think happened or no?
No, I'm kind of in between when it comes to where it may have happened or exactly how it may have happened. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody was in the back. I don't know at what point the injury was caused. That I don't know. But yeah,
See,
and I think as my
they
we
gonna
all
want that.
speculating, not just me.
They gonna want a whole story. They gonna want to know. You know,
Exactly. And
I
that's why I
think
say
it's
Lulu, I
kind
mean
of
not Lulu, but the police department don't even.
hard to say. Well, I think and I believe, but you don't even have an idea of what's going on, or even a theory at least.
Right.
So you
That they
think
had a
it
dispute.
happened? Do you think it happened at the cabin?
No, I don't think it happened
What
at the cabin because
Where do
I
you
feel
think
like
it
blood
happened?
splatters and all these different things would have been, you know, would have
What do
been
you
some.
think it happened?
I feel like it happened in the car. I just don't know at what point it happened in the car. But then again, I don't really know that it happened in the car because if he already had a cut in the back of his head, that also would have left blood, I feel like in the vehicle.
Do you think it happened after the pizza or before the pizza?
No, I feel like it happened. Well, that I don't know either. Let me tell you why. Because at first, they were speaking in regards to the video of him being at Papa John, which you later came back and said that, that wasn't on an official video that was from there. So I don't know exactly what point, because it's just so many different, like people are saying speculations and different things in regards to whether it happened before the pizza, after, like right after they got the pizza. Like I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know at what point, but what we do know is it happened. Like it happened, and Lulu was with this man at the time, and we know all the
If
lies he
she
had told.
mentally ill, could it be where she snapped and she don't remember exactly what she did?
I don't
Don't
feel like
people
she
have
snapped and
that?
don't know exactly what she did. I feel like she snapped and know what she did. That's the reason why it's so many lies, and the reason why the people, the public, the
Yeah.
police
But
department
can I
cannot
ask y'all a question? Isn't it?
pull a case
Don't
together.
people snap and don't know what the hell they did? I know that's a thing. People really be snapping and don't know what the hell they just did. That is really a thing. I know that for sure.
I think she did, and it just happened too fast. Or whoever helped her, everything just happened so fast. And I do feel like whatever happened, I don't think like she expected it to go that far, but it kind of
Not
ended up going that
blackout.
far.
I think she blacked out and she don't remember what happened.
Yeah.
They said, who said she mentally ill? Tyrone Daddy said she mentally ill. I put it on a video. He said that she's mentally ill. Press 7 if y'all remember Tyrone Dad said she mentally ill. So she blacked out. She don't remember what she did. She snapped. That's what I think for right
Oh, she
now.
absolutely did. I do feel like
Until
she
y'all
did.
tell me something different. Hmm. Well, child, sweet bear, I just want to say thank you for giving us your opinion and your thoughts. I really appreciate that.
You're absolutely welcome. And some of the people that got a lot to say and want to help, come speak, then tell them to come on up here then. Tell them to come up
Hmm.
here.
Yeah, come up here,
Come on,
young.
LaMonica. Come on up here. You
Yeah.
want to
Well,
we want
I'm gonna have to see them tomorrow. I'm about to go. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you, sweet bear. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all. Gigi, whose side you on? I'm on Jesus' side, honey. I'm on God's side. And I'm on God's side. I was watching this Christian lady. Oh no, she's not Christian because she don't do religion. I don't do religion either. But she was saying, what she say? God said, what did she say? Do what he do. Don't worship him. Yeah, she said, Jesus said, follow him. Don't worship him. But Jesus said, follow him, do the things that he does. I'm listening to this lady, and I really like her teachings of the Bible and stuff. And she's just so informative and stuff like that. Christ is not Jesus' last name for some of y'all that did not know that. And she just opening my eyes to so many things. Yeah. Okay. God is within me. All right. So I'm going to get on out of here, and I'll see you guys sooner than later. Bye.